What is up, budget billers? My name is Trill and I have some shocking news to share with you today. Did Senator Joe Manchin switch sides in Congress and didn't notify the Democrats? Well, it sure appears that way because Senator Joe Manchin recently endorsed a Republican. Yes, I blinked twice when I read this headline. Also, guys, Joe Manchin reiterated over the weekend that the current Build Back Better bill is dead, which contradicts what the Democrats are still trying to negotiate on right now. Also, guys, in the news, hey, the heat is steadily turning up in Ukraine. President Biden had a dire warning message to Americans that are currently in Ukraine right now. And it appears that a war is imminent in the coming days. And lastly, guys, hey, I want to thank you guys for yesterday for all of the birthday wishes for my wife. It means a lot to me, as well as when she read all those messages, she was in a total shock. So again, thank you all for doing that for me in the comment section. Now, if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and start with the video. Okay guys, real quick, I wanted to ask you for your support on my new YouTube channel that will be launching sometime this month. Now, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, so I need your help. Now, this new channel is going to be called Budget Bill Finance, and I am going to be talking about how to grow your wealth, how to invest in stocks, as well as how to invest in real estate. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I'm doing outside of YouTube. So, if you want to be a part of that channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. I hope to see you guys there. Now, that link will be down below in the description. Well, guys, on Thursday, President Biden sent a dire warning message to those Americans that are still in Ukraine. And right here it says that Biden is warning Americans in Ukraine to leave right now and saying that we are sending troops to evacuate and this could be a world war. Now, this thing is heating up, guys, and President Biden is issuing this particular warning because American citizens should leave right now, Biden said in an interview. He said, it's not like we're dealing with a terrorist organization. We're dealing with one of the largest armies in the world. It's a very different situation, and things could go crazy very quickly. Now, the host, which was Holt, asked Biden what scenario could prompt him to send troops to rescue Americans fleeing the country, and Biden replied, there's not one. Yes, that's a world war when Americans and Russia start shooting at one another. So again, guys, hey, this thing is heating up very quickly. And we are starting to see even more of the United States sending over more ammunition, more troops, as well as we are now shipped over some U.S. fighter jets in which they have landed nearby in Poland. Yes, some U.S. Air Force F-15 fighter jets had landed east to contribute to the NATO air policing mission on the eastern flank of the alliance. And in a statement, the U.S. European Command said the F-15s from the 48th Fighter Wing at Royal Air Force LeKinth in the United Kingdom will work alongside Polish and Danish F-16 aircraft executing the air policing mission from this particular airbase in Lithuania. So yes, guys, this is really getting crazy right now and it is really heating up. I didn't expect it to go this far, but it looks like we could be on the verge of having a world war going on, which we don't want any type of war going on right now, especially after we just pulled our troops and our families from Afghanistan from being there for more than 20 plus years. Now, again, guys, here we are getting ready to fight another war, and we don't really want to fight against the Russians, especially we don't want to go to war under President Joe Biden. But here we are, guys. This is what we are facing right now in today's world, and it looks to be getting serious because now we are calling for all Americans to be removed from the Ukraine, and obviously that is for a specific reason, especially once we start shooting at one another. We do not want to be able to have to go into Ukraine to be able to remove our American individuals and people from the country to bring them back, because that could provide a much higher risk to our troops that are fighting for this country. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Okay, guys, now this is some shocking news, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I don't know if you've already seen this or not, but Senator Joe Manchin has officially endorsed a Republican. Now, guys, hey, if you are a Democrat, you are definitely going to be highly upset right now, especially when you have one that has been preventing and been in opposition of all things that have been Democratic led from the President Biden administration. And here we are, one of those key individuals, which is Senator Joe Manchin as well as Senator Christine Sinema. But Senator Joe Manchin has just endorsed this particular Republican, which has the name of Murkowski. So yes, guys, he is endorsing Lisa Murkowski, which is a Republican in Alaska. And this is for her re-election race. And yes, it says that I'm endorsing my dear friend, Lisa Murkowski, Manchin said alongside the Alaskan senator during a joint interview with CNN. And Alaska could only be so lucky to have her continue to serve them. And that's what Manchin said. Now, this announcement came after the co-anchor Jake Tapper noted that Manchin supported Senator Susan Collins, which is also a Republican from Maine, when she was running for re-election back in 2020. And Manchin said that, hey, it is hypocritical that lawmakers work with a person day in and day out, and then when they're in cycle, you're supposed to be against them because they have a R or a D in front of their name? Yes, that is particularly what all senators as well as all individuals in Congress continue to do every single day. They don't just switch sides and vote for the other side just because I am friends with them or that I have worked for them. I mean, come on now, Senator Joe Manchin, you are already under a lot of heat right now. And for you to go off and do this, I mean, that just says it all, especially for all of those individuals that have always been calling out Senator Joe Manchin for saying that he is really just a Republican undercover, in which he is signed up to be a Democrat, and he is going against every single bill that the Biden administration puts on the floor. But here we are, guys. So if you are a Democrat, I'm sure you are very upset right now to see this particular news. And if you are a Republican, I'm sure that you are definitely excited to hear about this particular article. Now, in addition to that, guys, hey, Manchin also says that, dude, I can't make this up. Senator Joe Manchin says he's not a Washington Democrat. So here it is, guys. You mean to tell me that you first endorsed a Republican back in 2020 in Maine, and then you endorsed another Republican in 2021 in Alaska, and here you are in 2022 saying that you are not a Washington Democrat? I mean, what are you? Are you a Virginia Democrat? Are you a Washington Republican? What are you? The American people need to know, because they need to know where they're going to send their money to when it's time to collect money for these particular lawmakers in Congress. So Manchin, you need to tell the people exactly what you are and who you are running for. And if you're not running for anyone, hey, tell the American people. I'm sure they are already not happy with you at all. And then that is not the only thing, guys, because this past Sunday on CNN, hey, Senator Joe Manchin also delivered some grim news for the Biden administration, and he said that the Build Back Better bill is dead. Now, I want to go ahead and play this little video clip for you guys just so you can see exactly what happened.
I do want to ask you one non-bipartisan related question before we take a break, which is Build Back Better. Is it dead? Is there any opportunity for it to come back with your support?
The Build Back Better, as it has been presented over the last 7, 8, 9 months, that bill no longer will exist. Okay. Should there be parts of it? You want to talk about different things? I think the president said there might be certain parts and this and that. My biggest concern and my biggest opposition, it did not go through the process. Whether Lisa votes for it or not, being a Republican, she should have at least the opportunity to have input. It should have gone through the committee. These are major changes. It's going to change society as we know it.
Yeah.
So those changes should be a hearing. It should be a markup. And then you're going to have a better product whether your friends on the other side vote for it or not. But they have to have input.
So, yeah, guys, that is exactly what happened. I mean, come on now. This is going crazy. Senator Joe Manchin is really becoming a bottleneck for every Republican as well as the Biden administration, which is really trying to pass a lot of things for the low and moderate income individuals in this country. But Senator Joe Manchin continues to be in the middle of that and preventing it from all happening. So, again, guys, hey, let me know what you think about all of this information about Senator Joe Manchin, in which he is trying to flip sides and really being an undercover Republican? Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. But moving on, guys, hey, we do have some good news from Joe Manchin, because it looks like the Democratic Balancing Act for the Build Back Better bill is now trying to have some type of resurrection. And right here it says that timing is everything. So yes, as the Democrats continue to negotiate over this previous Build Back Better bill, or the climate change or the social spending bill, whatever you want to call it, hey, it looks like on Thursday, President Joe Biden will spend the second straight day focused on the components of the $1.75 trillion economic and climate package that serves as the cornerstone of his domestic agenda. But as President Biden is set to travel to Virginia to talk about the Build Back Better bill, a constant refrain has pinged back and forth from the Capitol Hill to K Street. But why, you ask, guys? Hey, there is no clear timeline for its passage. There are no official negotiations underway, according to Senator Joe Manchin, which is the West Virginia Democrat or Republican, whichever you decide to call him. But he imploded the efforts back in December, which still refers to the package, repeatedly saying that it is dead, which he said that this past week. But as the Democrats said that, hey, look, don't just expect it to be readily apparent despite Biden's events this particular week, because Biden has met several times this week over the $1.75 trillion social spending bill. But we still don't have any words as of yet. But according to the Biden administration, things are looking more smoothly. But we never know exactly what that actually means, guys. But it says right here, to be clear, this isn't the timeline that the Democrats envision at all. But they are not done with the Build Back Better Act. It will still most certainly be scaled back thanks to Senator Joe Manchin. Its exact contents and the pathway to passage remain opaque, and for whatever reason it's worth, it appears likely to carry a different name in the future. So again, guys, if you think about what Senator Joe Manchin said, that the Build Back Better bill is actually dead, yes, according to this article, it does look like that particular bill is dead, because they do plan on scaling down the bill, in which they are also going to have to change the name of the bill. So technically, he is actually saying the truth about the Build Back Better bill, but we don't know exactly what this new bill or what this new bill is going to carry as far as the documentation within it is going to have. But we are still waiting to see what the Biden administration, as well as President Biden, continues to push for in the negotiation process. But again, guys, it says that Senator Joe Manchin is not going to support the old bill, but he is more open to at least looking at the new bill whenever the Democrats come up with the documentation and put it on his desk. But again, guys, hey, I wouldn't put all of my faith in Joe Manchin right now, because we have seen exactly what he is capable of doing over the past 12 months. And do I expect him to be able to pass something here in the future? Well, that is really a small chance from that happening, because as we see, he is really an undercover Republican. So again, guys, hey, this is the information that we have so far. But it looks like, as far as those individuals that continue to ask me about a fourth stimulus check, hey, I want to remind you guys that we still have those same over 80 lawmakers continue to support further direct payments to Americans, in which that is going to be a fourth stimulus check. But here in the recent days or the recent couple of weeks or months, hey, we still haven't heard anything yet in regards to another fourth stimulus check. But alternatively to that, hey, we have seen more states as well as more cities offering their own stimulus checks to their residents in their states. So that is some positive news. But as far as the government being able to provide a fourth stimulus check, hey, I am still keeping hope alive, because the government still has all of those billions of dollars that were allocated already. That money has already been approved, and they are still sitting on that money to decide exactly what they are going to do with it. So there is still an option for the government to switch over and go ahead and provide more stimulus checks. And I will say, if you take it a step further, President Biden has that authority to do so. All he has to do is just go ahead and sign an executive order to allocate that money that has already been allocated, and just take some of that money to provide a fourth stimulus check, which I believe that is only going to be around $400 billion, in which that amount of money can particularly offer every individual in America an additional $1,400 stimulus check. But guys, hey, that is just the news that we have so far. But I will continue to keep updating you guys every single day. Now, I hope this information was helpful to you. Hey, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.